unfortunately we need to start with some sad news. My cactus died. But we have got a new one. I am very open to some names for this cactus, so comment down below what I should call this cactus. Try and look after it and water it when it needs to be done. Right, let's go. Hello, I am Jack and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be looking at this. This is a what's on my phone video, so let's begin. Firstly, this is my iPhone 6s Plus with a mouse case on the back of it, a leather one, mentioned in my last video, so you can click that up there. And yeah, let's look at the lock screen. So the lock screen is just some flowers from my garden. Unlock that and we are onto the home page. Pretty basic, all the Apple apps are there. Canva I use quite a lot. Photos, you've got all my photos on there. Clock, we've got alarms, so I've got quite a lot of alarms here, so don't delete them all. So for when I was at college, I'd have a 6 o'clock, 5 past 6, 10 past 6, quarter past 6, just to make sure I actually woke up. And I've got bedtime here. It's not on at the moment, but I do use it when I'm going to college or to work. Maps, I don't really use. Whether notes I use all the time. It's got all my videos, ideas. It's got like the description, titles when I upload videos, and also lists of stuff I need to do and things like that. Mail, I have my emails on there. Reminders, I have a to-do list and a shopping list and a YouTube list and stuff like that, which I use to organise myself. Files, I use iCloud Drive for most of my documents that are sunk on iCloud between my phone and my Mac and my iPad, so they're all together on a little cloud. Health, let's see how many steps I've done today. It is a Sunday when I'm recording this. I've done 1.1 kilometers, climbed 10 floors and done 1.7 thousand steps, which is a bit rubbish. Extras is all the extra Apple stuff which I put in. I use Wallet when I pay for stuff, and I've got my Costa card on there as well. I don't use too much of the numbers, pages or keynotes on my phone, mostly on my iPad or on my computer, and same with GarageBand and stuff. But I do have this app called Voice Memos, which is really good because I play the guitar, and occasionally if I'm feeling musical I can record something I'm thinking of and it'll write it all up in a list of ideas. I can go on here and look at the idea, like idea 25 there, and I can chords and everything like that, so it's easy to work out what it is. Cool. Next up, settings, obvious. Podcasts. I do use podcasts. I listen to podcasts when I'm trying to concentrate, so I used it when I was doing revision quite a lot. So I've got the Couples Therapy by Casey Neistat. The Apple Home, I don't actually have any HomeKit accessories, but I do have the Apple TV there on my living room, so I can say, hey Siri, play Taylor Swift in the living room. Don't do it, thank you. And that's it for the home front page. Let's have a look at the second page. And on the second page now, and on the top left we've got my social media folder, which has got my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Messenger, Facebook page, Pinterest, Boomerang and IGTV. All in that folder, that's it. I use that quite often, that's probably the most used part of the phone. Yeah, you can follow me on all those things here. And then I've got Google, so that's the Google stuff, so I've got my Google Drive on there. I've got Snapseed, which is a really good app, which I'll probably tell you about in the future. It's a photo editing app. Keep, which I used to use for my notes and stuff. Maps, which I use instead of Apple Maps sometimes, but normally Apple Maps. Google Plus, which I never use, and Translate, which I again never use. Got Keeper, which is my password storage thing, so it's got all my passwords listed on there, protected by my thumbprint and a password, so I can get to all of them. YouTube, which is quite self-explanatory. YT Studio, which is YouTube Studio, so I can look at all the numbers and statistics that behind the YouTube stuff. Waze, which is a navigation app, which is really good for when you're sat in traffic and stuff, but I don't drive, but I sometimes use it when my parents are driving. Guitar Tuner, which is probably the best guitar tuning app which I've found. It works really well. You can have an acoustic or electric, or even the ukulele and stuff as well. It automatically detects which key you're using, and you can select which string as well if you want to do that. Heads Up, which is a game. Airbnb, which I've only ever used once. Dropbox, which I very rarely use again. Google Photos, use that a lot. That backs up all my photos into the cloud. So that goes back quite a long way. It backs up all my photos for free in quite a high quality. So I use that most of the time instead of like the Apple Photos thing. Outlook, I used to use for college, email. McDonald's, don't really use. SoundCloud, don't really use. Grammarly. Now Grammarly is you've probably seen loads of adverts for them. Basically a spelling and grammar checker, but it works really well. So let's make a new note. So it's basically an extra keyboard which you can use on here. It's just really good and it checks really well. Costa, I use that so that my Costa card goes in my wallet. Unum, I don't know how you pronounce that. This app is an Instagram scheduler thing, or lets you lay out what your Instagram might look like, so I can move pictures around and decide where I'm going to put them. Dyson Link, basically the app which controls our Dyson Pure Cool. Page number 3. And then the third page, and I'll do the last one as well. Sports and health, which I hardly ever used. Nike Training is basically a load of workouts which you can just do at home instead of going to the gym or wherever. Strava tracks cycling and running. Yazoo is like a calorie counter, and then Calm is a meditation app and concentrates on breathing and stuff. And Nike Run Club, which is a running app. All of them work with the Apple Health app as well, which is really good. The next app is OneNote. I don't use it anymore. I used to use it all the time at college though. Canva is an online graphic design thing. Don't really use it that much because I've got Photoshop now. Photoshop Mix is like a very small element of Photoshop which you can do on your phone and just mix images together in a way. GWR is trains, so I can get train tickets and everything. Airport Utility is so that I can connect to and check the Wi-Fi is all working with the time capsule. Amazon is Amazon. AccuWeather is favourite weather source, rather accurate. It comes up as my favourite feature is this, which is the precipitation minute by minute prediction. So it predicts if it's going to rain in the next 2 hours. Then Camera Connect is the app I use so I can get all the photos off my camera onto my phone when I'm out and about, or when I can't be bothered to plug it into a computer and then transfer it over. UNiDAYS is a student discount app which is really good. Even if you're at college you can get it. I've had it for the last few years and it's really good. If you want to sign up to it, there's a link in my bio which you can look at. Oxford Bus, which is the Oxford Bus company, so I can buy tickets and use them. Google Assistant I don't really use. eBay don't really use. YouTube Music don't really use. Facebook Creator don't really use. Fortnite Dance Moves don't use. Chrome don't use. Lucky Trip, I don't use it but I think it's pretty cool and I've looked at it, and it's basically an app which you put a budget on and click the button and it chooses and plans a random holiday for you. And yeah, so this one's chosen Paris for me for £150, staying in a hostel by the look of it, and places I should go and visit, which looks quite cool. Never ever used it though. Sky Candy, I check most evenings, is a sunset and sunrise prediction app. So it predicts how good the sunset will be. So if I click that now, it'll get a prediction based on the weather conditions and how humid it is and stuff like that. And unfortunately I just got a score of 16. Well, I can't blame it, look out there. Okay, and then final page, I'll just do that quickly, is Fortnite. Don't use anymore really. I mean, it was fun for a bit, but I don't use it anymore. If you haven't already, go and look at my Fortnite video. Skype, don't really use. I've got 2 first aid apps that are quite good. I've never had to use them, thankfully, but they're both 2 really good ones. St. John's Ambulance and the British Red Cross. Ofo and Pony Bikes, they're both the rental bikes in Oxford. Wunderlist I use for when I'm doing collaborative lists so that we can tick stuff off and set each other tasks. Lightroom CC, I've not actually used, I don't think. DJI Go, I used a few times when I've been flying drones, but I don't have a drone of my own, so I don't ever use that. MailChimp, it's an email thing, so you send out emails, don't hardly ever use. And then speed test, check the speed of your Wi-Fi. One thing I forgot to do is the bottom row here, the dock. So we have phone, which is obvious, Safari, obvious, iMessage, messages and texts, and then Spotify. I have a Spotify premium account, so I've got it on there at the bottom, so it's easy to get to. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to, leave a like and perhaps subscribe if you're not already, or even leave a comment below. Think of some cactus names for me for this guy. Look, I put it in a nicely pot. What do you think? What sort of name do you think that is? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hello, I'm Jack. Bye.